a country that regularly rigs its election, jails its popular leaders. It is deplorable that my delegation has to respond to the falsehood and propaganda peddled by Pakistan. We reject the baseless and distorted remarks on Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir, an integral and inalienable part of India. Pakistan continued to display its utter lack of respect for this august forum by misusing the principle of self-determination to further its narrow political ends. I would like to emphasize that it is habitual for Pakistan to respect falsehood equivalences, which are symbolic of Pakistan's nefarious designs and sinister intent. The rapid strides made by the Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir in multiple spheres attest to focused attention paid by India to improve the daily lives of citizens. Democratic tradition and values are alien to Pakistan, and it is not a surprise that they have chosen to not account for the will of the people by them as recently as October 2024. A country that regularly rigs its election, jails its popular leaders, bombs its population, and is presently brutally suppressing popular protests should be ashamed to point fingers at others. The truth is, Pakistan is diverting focus from the failed state it is. Nothing short can be expected from a country that its own army chief characterized as a dump truck. India's approach to welfare and development aims to give every citizen, regardless of their background, the opportunity to reach their full potential. Our Constitution, adopted in 1950, embodies this vision through a right-based framework integrating civil, political, social, economic, cultural rights. India's founding fathers drew inspiration from progressive ideas worldwide, particularly embodying the spirit of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in fundamental rights and directive principles enshrined in our Constitution. India's inclusive development philosophy, inspired by Sarvodaya, the upliftment of all, recognized that true development must reach the most vulnerable. The results are remarkable. In the past decade, 250 million people have been lifted from the multidimensional poverty, reducing poverty rates by 60%. Our food security framework serves nearly 800 million people through the targeted public distribution system. The ILO estimates that India increased social security coverage to 64.3% of its population in 2025. Within this broader development framework, women's empowerment stands as a key priority. We have adopted bold, life cycle-based approaches with intervention spanning health, education, housing, digital access, sanitation, and financial inclusion. Nari Shakti, women power, is now a national mission, making a paradigm shift from women's development to women-led development. The outcome are inspiring. India's maternal mortality rate fell from 130 to 93%. 100,000 live births in the past 2 decades in comparison to the global average of more than 170. India now has the world's highest female enrollment in higher education, with women's employment doubling in recent years to reach 40.3% in 2024-25. The Women's Reservation Bill of 2023 that set aside 1/3 of the seats for women will further increase women in decision-making role in our legislature across all levels. Similarly, youth empowerment is central to India's development vision. With the world's largest youth population, we are preparing them for a technology-driven future. Through the My Bharat digital platform and programs like Viksit Bharat, Young Leaders Dialogue, the government actively engages millions of young people. The PM NAP's apprenticeship scheme and Skill India program help youth upskill, while Yuva, a vernacular AI skilling program, prepares them for tomorrow's workplace. Underpinning all these efforts is India's robust institutional framework for human rights protection that further strengthens its social development architecture. India's national and state-level human rights institutions, commissions on women, minorities, and the marginalized have demonstrated their autonomous and independent action to ensure accountability of the legislature and executive in protecting and promoting the rights of vulnerable and marginalized. Our proactive and forward-looking judiciary has acknowledged and expanded on the rights of Indian citizens in line with realities of the contemporary world. Madam Chair, technology has been a central pillar of India's strategy to ensure access to and monitor implementation of our flagship projects and programs. A sterling example in this regard is Direct Benefit Transfer Scheme. Through the Direct Benefit Transfer DBT scheme, USD 512 billion in welfare payments have been delivered digitally to beneficiaries, significantly reducing leakage. The India citizen stake has transformed financial inclusion by creating over 530 million bank accounts. The Unified Payments Interface UPI system has brought the unbanked and unbanked into formal financial system. India has also made significant investment in transforming nutrition and health services by incorporating technology in healthcare delivery. Technology is thus linking governance and growth, ensuring social development reaches every citizen. In this context, I am happy to report that the Meri Panchayat app that promotes community engagement and empowers more than 265,000 villages council in India won the Champion Award at the WSIS 2025 Award in Geneva. We remain committed to work with member states in sharing our expertise on the transformative capabilities of digital technology. Madam Chair, even as India takes pride in its accomplishment in the recent year, we remain vigilant about prevalent global challenges such as racism, racial discrimination, religious intolerance, and hate speech that continue to undermine human dignity and spark conflict. As a diverse and plural society with one of the world's oldest civilizations, India stands against such increasing intolerance. In India, our millennia-long lived experience of peaceful coexistence is further fostered by constitutional and legal provisions that guarantee equality before law and equal protection law, freedom to profess and practice one's religion and protect the interests of minority community to preserve their distinct language, script and culture.